The Harrisons seemed like the perfect family. Daniel and Sarah, both in their late 30s, had worked tirelessly to build a peaceful life in the sleepy countryside of Devon, England. Their children, Lucas, 10, and Lily, 7, were lively and curious, always laughing and running through the green fields around their home. Friends envied them, neighbors admired them. But envy, as the old saying goes, attracts darkness. It started subtly. One evening, Daniel found the family dog trembling in the corner, growling at empty walls. Sarah dismissed it, blaming the cold draft. But when she found Lucas standing rigid in the hallway, staring at the ceiling, whispering, "I don't like her watching me," she felt the first twinge of fear. At first, the signs were small. Misplaced objects, shadows lingering too long, whispers in empty rooms. Sarah thought she was imagining it after late nights at work. Daniel joked about the family imagination, but deep down, a pit of dread formed in his stomach. Then came the package. A black cloth bundle tied with red thread appeared on the doorstep. Inside, they found a lock of Lucas's hair, charred herbs, and a piece of paper marked with symbols that made Daniel's vision blur and Sarah shiver uncontrollably. Someone, or something, had targeted them. The first night the power truly showed itself, Daniel awoke to faint chanting from the basement. He told himself it was a nightmare. The next night, Lucas screamed that a woman with hollow eyes was hiding under his bed. Sarah tried to comfort him, but as she bent down, her reflection in the hallway mirror twisted, showing a pale, cracked face that wasn't hers. The family's life descended into chaos. Objects moved violently, doors slammed without wind. The house seemed alive, breathing with malicious intent. The children began sleepwalking, murmuring words they had never learned. Shadows stretched and clung to walls, sometimes forming human shapes. One night, Sarah discovered the truth. Their neighbor, an elderly woman named Agnes, had practiced black magic decades ago. Though she had died years prior, her curse had lingered, feeding on envy and fear. Daniel tried to rationalize it, but the house seemed to laugh at logic. As weeks passed, the darkness grew stronger. Lucas began speaking in a voice not his own, reciting ancient incantations in guttural tones. Lily drew disturbing figures on paper, horned faces, clawed hands, eyes everywhere. The family could barely sleep, terrified to close their eyes. The climax came on a stormy night. The family huddled in the living room when the lights exploded. Candles flickered and went out. A cold wind filled the room, extinguishing the fireplace. From the shadows, a tall figure emerged, its body writhing unnaturally, long hair dripping like black water, hollow eyes glowing with hunger. It spoke in a voice that made blood curdle. The family was chosen. The happiness you cherish is mine. Daniel tried to fight, swinging a chair. Sarah grabbed Lucas and Lily, but the figure's shadow stretched and pinned them to the floor. The air pressed in, making it hard to breathe. Sarah, desperate, whispered every prayer she knew, willing light to come. The shadow shrieked and recoiled, but it did not vanish. It retreated only temporarily, promising a return, exhausted and terrified. The Harrisons realized the curse would never leave completely, would follow them, growing stronger if they ever felt joy or comfort. They left the house, selling it to strangers who never knew the history. But locals whisper that the Harrisons' former home still moves objects on its own. And on stormy nights, a faint chanting rises from the walls. Even the Harrisons, now miles away, wake to the sound of soft guttural whispers, reminding them, darkness never forgets, and it always finds its way back. If you enjoyed this terrifying story of black magic and cursed families, and want more true horror that will haunt your nights, subscribe to HollowEyes now, before the darkness finds you.